In Chapter 7, we are going to be talking about water on Earth. We will be discovering what the Earth's oceans are like, where we will find fresh water, how water cycles through the environment, and how clouds form and how they affect precipitation. In this video, we're going to talk mostly about the oceans and the characteristics of the oceans and how they are described. Unlike other planets, Earth has huge amounts of water. This water covers most of the surface of the planet. Most of Earth's water is in the salty oceans. More than half of the people in the United States live within about 80 kilometers of an ocean. Many people live near other bodies of water such as rivers and lakes. Bodies of water play a huge role in our lives. They give us a way to travel, places to catch food, and beautiful sights to visit. The hydrosphere. All the waters of the earth make up the hydrosphere. Hydro means water, and sphere refers to the globe or the earth. The hydrosphere covers a little less than 3/4 of the Earth's surface. Only 3/100ths or 3% of the hydrosphere is in other places. The hydrosphere covers the Earth's surface, as I said before. There are 4 major oceans, as you know from social studies class, on the Earth. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest. Then is the Atlantic Ocean, then the Indian, then the Southern Ocean, which we did not talk about in social studies, and the Arctic Ocean is the smallest. On a map or a globe, you can see that all the oceans are connected. The oceans are all a bit different from one another also. Some have more storms than others. Many properties of the water are different, such as how salty the water is or the average temperature. Even the levels of the ocean's surfaces, called sea level, are slightly different. Salinity measures how salty the water is. Ocean water tastes salty because it contains many kinds of salt. Ocean water not only tastes bad, it is bad for your health if you drink too much of it. The oceans get salt from rivers. Rivers dissolve small amounts of salts from rocks and soil and carry the salts to the ocean. Most of this salt is sodium chloride, a common table salt. When water evaporates from the ocean, the dissolved salts are left behind in the ocean water. Again, salinity is a measure of how salty water is. Ocean water is more salty in some places than in other places. Places where rivers pour fresh water into the ocean have low salinity. In warm areas, ocean water evaporates fairly quickly. Salt is left behind and the ocean water has higher salinity. A liter of cold water with high salinity is heavier than a liter of water that is either warmer or has a lower salinity. Some currents in the ocean are caused by cold, salty water sinking under warmer water. Most currents on the ocean's surfaces are caused by winds. As this slide shows what I just explained, the temperature of ocean water varies from place to place. Ocean water near the equator is about 30 degrees Celsius. Near the poles, ocean water can be as cold as -2 degrees Celsius. The water is not always colder just because it is farther north, like at the poles. Some currents carry warm water towards the poles. The Gulf Stream, as shown in this slide and also on your note sheet, is such a current. It moves warm water from the Caribbean Sea to the North Atlantic Ocean. Other currents carry cold water toward the equator. As shown here, the California current carries cold water southward along the coast of the United States. The ocean resources. Much of the salt we add to our foods comes from the ocean. One way we get salt is by evaporating ocean water. People who process the salt allow the ocean water to flow into shallow ponds. The water evaporates and the salt is left. Other materials, such as magnesium and drinking water, also come from the ocean water. Ocean water can be made drinkable by removing the salt. This is expensive, so it is not done in many places. The ocean is also a source of many useful products. Tuna is one of those many foods that come from the ocean.